Good afternoon, students. I'm Jay Ramirez, and I'm going to talk to you about the verb to be and three uses of this verb. Okay, so first, why am I going to talk about this topic? Because it is so easy, right? We have seen verb to be since we were on high school, right? And yeah, I believe that this is one of the easiest topics, but at the same time, as it is so easy, people tend to forget about it and forget about its uses. And right now, at my level in the university, I still see some students that are committing mistakes of this topic. And well, when I started in the major, I tried to masterize this verb or these verb uses, because they were like crucial for many other um, structures. Okay, so in my opinion, this is like an easy topic, but it is so important to have it present all the time. The importance of the use of this verb is because it is going to help us to form many structures and many sentences in a simple way, right? This verb has many uses, right? For example, it'll help us to express our emotions. For example, I am sad. Another use of this verb may be to say our occupation. I am a professor. You are a student. I am a student. Another use of this verb may be to say like a physical description of an object or person. For example, the wall is so big, or I don't know, Carlos is so thin. Yep. Another use may be like say or location. Oh, now I'm in Costa Rica. And another use may be to say or where are we from, right? For example, I am from Turalba. This verb is going to help us also to answer some questions, some direct questions for ourselves. For example, how old are you? I'm 20. Or where are you from? I'm from Turalba, right? In this meditation, I'm going to talk about three verb tenses of the verb to be: the simple present, the present perfect, the past tense, and also I'm going to add the interrogative form of the verb to be. Talking about the structure of this verb, we have to use first the subject. I, you, it, she, he, maybe a name like Carlos, Carla, they, and we, right? Then we jump into the verb to be. It depends on the verb tense that we're going to talk, right? But in simple past, it must be like I am, you are, it, she, he, or Carla and Carlos is, they are, and we are, right? I, we use I am, right? I am a professor. With you, we say you are. You are a student. With she, he, or it, we use is. Like she is pretty, or he is handsome, or it is outside, right? We use are. We conjugate the verb to be are, right? Like we are on the university, for example, and then they are. I just like to say that in plural we use are, right? Now, talking about the interrogative form of the verb to be, all we have to do is to switch the position of the subject and the verb, right? For example, instead of saying I am, we say am I, like am I insane or something like that. Then instead of you are you? Are you okay? Right? Um, is okay. He, she, or it is. No. Is he? Is she? Is it? Right? Okay. Are we? Are we going to go there? Or is in there they? Are they going there? It is pretty easy. We just have to switch the position of the subject and the verb, right? I just have to add that in academic speeches, well, we have to use the interrogative form of this verb, but in informal speaking, people don't tend to use it a lot, you know. They try to avoid it. I don't know why, but if you listen to native speakers, they avoid that rule and they just say, I am this, I am that. No, they don't use like, am I that or am I this, you know? They avoid it. I don't know why this happened, but I have noticed that native speakers do that. But in academic speaking, we must do it like, we must follow the rule. Now, talking about the present perfect, we must use have been or has been depending on the subject, right? Okay. When we use I, we use have been. I have been in the park. With you, have been. You have been in my house. With she, he, or it, we use has been. For example, she has been on a party, right? Or he has been on a pot, right? With we use have been, right? We have been, I don't know, outside. Or with using they have been in the mountain, for example. Talking about the past tense, well, the verb to be is an irregular verb, right? So it's going to change completely. Okay? For example, well, and it is going to change also depending on the subject, right? For example, I was sad. You were excited. She was amazed. We were proud. They were amazed. I believe that using the past form of the verb to be was one of the hardest things when I was learning English, right? I get confused and I use it in the present form and I forget to use the past tense of this verb. And I have noticed that some students that are like in my same English level, they commit this mistake, right? So for me, this is alarming because we must try to do this correctly because this is so basic and we forget about it, you know. Using the past tense of the verb to be might be difficult, and native speaking maybe it is going to understand, but it will get confused, and it is a must to apply it into a conversation because what if we are trying to say something to a person and it is not going to understand us, right? So for me, we have to masterize this past tense of the verb to be and all the other verb tenses that we have taught today. Now, I would like to add that this topic seems to be so easy because we have been studying it since elementary school, right? But we always forget how to use it and how to apply it into a conversation. So we must practice and do it, like try to always remember about use of this verb, right? So now in the description of the video, I'm going to let you a link that is going to give you a practice of the uses of these verb tenses of the verb to be. I hope you like this micro teaching, and I hope that it is going to help you to apply the verb to be into real conversations. So it was a pleasure. Goodbye.